Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the life story of Hazrat Ruqayyah radiallahu anha, the second daughter of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Let's get into it. Hazrat Ruqayyah radiallahu anha, the second daughter of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and Khadija radiallahu anha, was born when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was 33 years old. 3 years after the birth of her elder sister, Zainab radiallahu anha. A year later, their younger sister, Kulthum radiallahu anha, was born. Ruqayyah radiallahu anha and Kulthum radiallahu anha shared a close bond, particularly after Zainab radiallahu anha got married. At a young age, Ruqayyah radiallahu anha and Kulthum radiallahu anha were admired for their beauty and noble character, attracting marriage proposals from prominent Muslims. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's uncle, Abu Talib, proposed that Ruqayyah radiallahu anha and Kulthum radiallahu anha marry his nephews, Utbah and Utaybah, the sons of Abu Lahab. Though Khadija radiallahu anha was concerned about Abu Lahab's wife, Jamil, she did not oppose the marriages, fearing it might weaken family ties. The contracts were formalized, but the daughters remained with their parents. Soon after, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam received his first revelation and began spreading the message of Islam. The Quraysh fiercely opposed him, with Abu Lahab becoming his most relentless enemy. He humiliated and physically attacked the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, while his wife, Jamil, spread thorns on his path and threw filth into his home. Their hostility intensified when Surah al-Masad, also known as Surah Lahab, was revealed, condemning Abu Lahab and his wife. Enraged, Abu Lahab ordered his sons to divorce Ruqayyah radiallahu anha and Kulthum radiallahu anha, which they immediately did. Shortly after, Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu, a wealthy and noble merchant, accepted Islam despite the backlash from his tribe. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was pleased when Uthman radiallahu anhu proposed to Ruqayyah radiallahu anha and they got married. The couple became known for their deep love and kindness toward each other. However, as persecution against Muslims worsened, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam advised some companions to migrate to Abyssinia for safety. Uthman radiallahu anhu and Ruqayyah radiallahu anha joined the first migration, enduring a difficult journey through the desert, across the sea, and through African jungles before reaching King Negus' court. The Quraysh, alarmed at the growing Muslims' presence in Abyssinia, sent emissaries with lavish gifts to convince the king to expel them. However, when Jafar ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu powerfully explained the teachings of Islam and recited Surah Maryam, King Negus was moved and allowed the Muslims to stay. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, hearing no news from Ruqayyah radiallahu anha and Uthman radiallahu anhu for a long time, worried about their safety until a traveller confirmed their well-being. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then remarked that Uthman radiallahu anhu was the first to migrate with his wife for the sake of Allah, after the Prophet Lut alayhi salam. While in Abyssinia, Ruqayyah radiallahu anha gave birth to a son, Abdullah, bringing joy to their lives. After some time, believing conditions had improved in Mecca, they returned only to find the situation for Muslims had worsened. They migrated again to Abyssinia and later joined the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Medina during the third migration. In Medina, Ruqayyah radiallahu anha and Uthman radiallahu anhu lived happily, earning admiration as an ideal couple. However, their happiness was short-lived. In 2 AH, as the Battle of Badr approached, Ruqayyah radiallahu anha fell gravely ill with smallpox. Usman radiallahu anhu was torn between joining the battle or caring for his wife. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam instructed him to stay back and care for her, assuring him that his service to his sick wife was equivalent to jihad. Despite Usman's radiallahu anhu devoted care, Ruqayyah radiallahu anha passed away at the young age of 22. As she was being buried, news of the Muslim victory in Badr arrived in Medina. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, still at the battlefield, returned to find his beloved daughter gone. Overcome with grief, he visited her grave, tears streaming down his face. He consoled Fatima radiallahu anha, who wept beside her sister's grave, encouraging patience and submission to Allah's will. Ruqayyah radiallahu anha endured 3 migrations, countless hardships, and separation from her beloved family. Yet, she remained steadfast in her faith. Her life exemplifies resilience, patience, and devotion to Islam. She was the first of the Prophet's daughters to pass away, leaving behind a legacy of strength and perseverance. That's all for today. See you in the next video with the life story of Kulthum radiallahu anha. Assalamu alaikum.